I'm with Helene in Washington Square Park, and we've been chatting for a little bit, and I asked her if she would like to talk on camera, and she said yes, so I'm very happy about that. Helene just told me that she just turned 90 this week. Really?
Yes, August 20th.
Wow, you look amazing for 90.
That's what everybody tells me.
And I asked you what are you doing in your life, and you said you're on your way to heaven, but I don't think anytime soon.
No, well, hope not.
Yeah. Now, you grew up in Brooklyn. Have you spent all of your life here?
Well, I've had such a long life. I've done a lot of things.
Yeah.
I grew up in Brooklyn, but I went to NYC.
Right.
I didn't graduate. I only went for 2 years.
Right. And what are some of the things that you have done in your life?
Oh, I've done a lot. First of all, I'm married and have 2 children, and I have 2 grandchildren who are grown up already.
Right.
I've done a lot of traveling. I've traveled all over the world. I've been to the 7 continents.
Wow.
8. I don't know.
What? I mean, I don't know either at this point.
But I've led a very good life. I've been healthy. I have a wonderful husband. And as I say, I have 2 wonderful children and 2 grown grandchildren.
Now, I'm sure like New York City has changed a lot over the years. What do you think about New York now?
Oh, I love New York.
You love New York?
I wouldn't live anywhere else.
Yeah.
I think it's the most marvelous city. And I'm a world traveler. I love Paris. I like cities.
Right. You like big places.
When my children were young, I lived in the suburbs because I thought it was good. They could go to a public school and get a good education.
Right.
And I lived in a lovely home. I had friends, but I was always anxious to come back to the city. I had gone to NYU when I was college age, and I loved it.
And do you come to Washington Square Park much?
Well, I live just 2
So you're
blocks
close by.
away. So I do now because I don't. I'm the only one of my friends who lives downtown.
Right.
And also at my age, I don't have that many friends left that are walking around.
Right. Well, you got to make new ones with people.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And also, I was an only child.
Right.
So I'm accustomed, and both my parents work. So I was accustomed to being on my own.
Right. Right.
And I think that was kind of rewarding, and also it made me more comfortable being out in the world by myself without having anybody to hang on to.
Right, so you've been an independent person.
Independent, yes.
Now, what's something in your life that you're really proud of?
Oh, my children and my grandchildren.
Yep, absolutely. Now, you're 90.
Yes, I was just 90.
Right, now I want you to talk to me a little bit about aging and what it's like to be a 90-year-old woman in New York City or in this world in general.
Well, you know what, since I'm an only child and I didn't have brothers, I'm quite self-centered. And also self-sufficient. It feels wonderful to be my age and I'm able to get around and to be interested in clothing and to be interested in the theater, and I'm not afraid to talk to strangers.
Right, which I'm really happy about.
And what else can I? My health is good for my age. I had a serious operation a couple of years ago and survived.
But you got through it?
So, yes.
Now, what do you think the key is to, aging well and being happy? And
What do I think?
if there is one particular thing, or you've already given me a few ideas.
I think maybe to have an open mind.
Right.
And to not be afraid to express oneself.
Right.
Even in an area that is not popular with the people you're with.
Right.
I think it's a good idea to be very open and to go out into the world, not wait for people to do things.
Right. Now, I'm sure, as we talked about New York, society has changed a lot over the years. What are some of the problems that you see now that you wish you could fix? Or that bother you about the world we live in?
You know what? The world we live in, or New York?
How about the world we live in?
Well, I'm an international person because I've traveled all over the world and been to many places. But I never thought of. I don't think there's any way you can change the forces that are moving civilization.
Right, right. So it's the world in a way has a mind of its own. This powers. Yep. Now my last question is, if you could give some advice to people in general about life, what would it be? Like some tips of that?
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Right. So move forward without fear. Yeah?
What's that?
I said move forward in life without fear.
Yes.
Yeah.
But be cautious.
Right. Very, very good. Well, I'm very happy that you spoke with me. All right. Thank you.
What's your name?
Murray.
Murray?
Yep.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you too. Okay. Bye-bye.